Hello, this is Chinwe from Fountain of Resources, the blog site that enables you to live life and live it to the fullest. Today, I am talking about 6 steps to choosing a true friend. It's time to get that friend. Yes, I must say that there is a dearth of true friends lately. Many are called, they say, but few are chosen. In a world fraught with deceitful people, how do you know who your true friend is? How will you know who to give access to your life and consequently those dear ones to you, children and all? Many lives have been ruined because of poor choice of friends. A wrong friend in your life can cause a damage you might not be able to fix without indelible scars in your life. That is, if you are alive to do the fixing. In a world like ours, where the choices we are confronted with daily are enormous, one needs God's guidance to make the right ones. I feel deep empathy for people who do not have a personal relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, as it is the only sure way to be led by His Spirit, so that you will be directed right. I'm talking about lives totally surrendered to God, so He can lead, even when it is not pleasing to one's emotions. Please do not say here we go again, another preacher, because I am talking based on experience. Yes, experience, they say, is the greatest teacher. How I wish I know what I know now then. I certainly would have made different choices in many areas of my life. So today I bring you counsel that works for many without regrets, and now working for me too. By the way, nothing in this life works outside the wisdom of God in Christ. Tell me any good thing that has come to stay that did not emanate from the good book, the Bible. The earlier one comes to terms with this truth, the better life is for that person. Please follow this link to make Jesus the Lord of your life. Yet again, www.fountainofresources. If you follow the link, you will see resources of how, when you finally committed your life to Christ, how to embark on this journey. Because it is a journey and the destination is Jesus Christ. In this life, we are presented with myriad choices, spanning from financial, political, religious, social, cultural to health, beauty, family, fashion, lifestyle, peer pressure, social media engagement, and so many others. The person who makes the right choice in most of the above listed areas of life is the one who will live triumphant despite all odds. But your life will not be so cool if you are drawn and tossed about by just anything or any person. Wisdom and understanding is highly needed these days to make these choices. This wisdom is the God kind, and that is what most of the topics from this platform will be addressing. In this post, we will look at how wisdom can direct you to who your real and true friend is. Please follow yet again this link if you want to give your life to the Lord. Or better still, bow your head. Simple. It's as simple as ABC, like they say. Accept that Jesus Christ is the Lord of your life and that you have sinned and you need help right now, and that Him alone can help you, and ask Him into your life. And He just walks right in, especially if you mean it as you say it, and your life begins. Of course, there's the working out to do by yourself. If you find yourself a good church, a good support system in a church, you will navigate this life easier and faster. Yet again, to the blog site, www.fountainofresources. You will see the link and you click and you can see other resources that will help you be a true Christian. In this quest for true friends, there are basic things to do, and some of them are encompassed in these 6 steps I've enumerated. Number 1, you pray to God, asking Him to guide you in this search. The best and most successful way to get and do anything right is by committing it to God and soliciting His help in a divine way. Nothing just happens, like my pastor, Paul Odola, used to say. So we must be trusting and hoping in God to direct our every move if we will have true success in all areas of our lives. All through the Bible, we see how successful all those that first inquired of the Lord before embarking on anything were, especially King David. No wonder he never lost any battle except for character weaknesses that had deep consequences in his life and family, and many were the battles that he fought. So before you embark on this friendship quest, Pray, asking God to help you choose a friend that will have godly influence over your life, even as you do so for the person. When I gave my life wholly to the Lord, incredible things began to happen. God began to reveal the nature of everyone that was to play a role in my life, either positively or otherwise. The fact, however, was that I never took most of the warnings He was showing to me seriously. I went ahead and related with these people, only to be disappointed by their conduct later. If you seek the Lord with a sincere heart and a right motive, He will divinely direct you to true friends and other good things. As you pay attention to warning signs He might reveal to you and heed His counsel, you will hardly go wrong in your choice of true friend or friends. 2. Be sensitive to the voice of your spirit and not just your gut. You should let God guide you after you have prayed. You must bring to bear all the information you have gleaned over time about the people you want to bring into your life. It is tempting to make your choice based on gut instinct alone. I have realized that a lot of the time people make life-threatening decisions based only on their gut. They never go too well. I am not saying that using your gut instinct is not good, but it should not be the sole reason for major decisions in your life. Moy Alexander, writing on risks and rewards of making project decisions based on gut feeling, said that gut feeling can be used when there is an absence of factual data and precise measurement is not required. He continued by saying, in combination with other information and data, a gut feeling can be a strong ally if bias is removed from the equation and factual information comprises the majority of the decision. Then again, I like how he put it here. If gut feelings are used as a substitute for common sense or sound judgment based on concrete data, you run the risk of missing signs of trouble. He goes further to say that people should resist the urge to allow a gut feeling to override important facts and figure-based calculations as they serve a specific purpose and offer precise information to ensure key performance indicators are identified, captured, and documented. These KPIs will need to be referred to if issues arise later. In choosing friends, I would suggest that instead of using your gut instinct alone, you should combine it with a rational model of decision making. This model is the most commonly used model and consists of the following steps. But before I go further, if you want to learn more on Alexander's posits in this article, please go to the site www.fountainofresources. You will see a link and you can read more on this man's article. It made a lot of sense. So, in choosing your friends, I would suggest that instead of using your gut instinct alone, you should combine it with a rational model, like I said before. These are the steps in this model. Very, very interesting. Identification of problem or opportunity, and in this case, choosing a true friend. Gathering and organizing relevant information, which here involves inquiring from God, people, and other sources, including your personal experience about the nature and character of the proposed friend or friends. Analyzing the situation will entail your processing all the information from God, people, yourself, and other sources like social media engagements, filtering them and examining how what you have found out will impact your life in that relationship if you pursue it. Developing a range of options, which will be either to desist in going ahead with the proposed friendship, or to keep the person as an acquaintance alone, or to disengage totally. Next, evaluating and assigning a value to each option, which will involve weighing all the character traits of this person or friend and focusing on the strength of the good traits as against the weak ones, especially if the weak ones are not as strong. Selecting the options you feel is the best, which will be choosing the person whose strength of character exceeds those of others, is also more comparable to you and really makes you happy. Then, acting decisively on that option. This is where you not only have chosen your friend or friends, but you are going ahead and telling them that you truly have chosen them, and the relationship now begins. Number 3, use the why through questioning technique. This is to determine what it is you really are looking for in this friendship and what you are also willing to bring into it. Ask yourself what your motives are for this friendship you are about to cultivate. and how you intend to sustain it. Remember the why tree analysis, as I discussed it in my earlier post on 8 reasons why people end up not having friends. Yet again, you can go to www.fountainofresources and click on that post and read it. And then again, it is a questioning skill, the why tree I'm talking about. This technique goes beyond the symptoms of any problem and gets to its underlying cause. In this case, the line of questioning will go like this: why do I need this friend? Or what kind of friend am I going to or hoping to get? What are the qualities I want this person to have? What am I contributing to making this friendship work? What will I not be able to tolerate in this friendship if it is initiated? What are the boundaries I should set to give me the space I need? And so many other questions you might be asking. As you ask yourself this question, make sure you keep digging deeper on each one till you get to the core and primary answer to your question. Let us examine the first one here. Now, why do I need this friend, or what kind of friend am I hoping to get? Answer: I need a friend to hang out with. Another question: why do I need to hang out with just this person? Answer: because this person makes me happy. Another question: why am I happy with this person? Because this person makes me laugh often and I'm free to talk about anything unhindered. Another question: why do I feel free to talk why do I feel free to talk about anything unhindered with this person? Answer: because this person gives me rapt attention and is easy to be and talk with. Why do I think this person gives me rapt attention and easy to talk and be with? Because that seems to be this person's personality trait, and all that and all that. Have you seen how deep this questioning process can take you? See how you were able to get to the fact that this person has a unique personality and is vital to the success of the relationship you're seeking. This questioning technique will always help you get to the core reason for all the choices you make in every area of your life. I remember facilitating a training for NNPC ACTU members, and when I was done, one particular man called me later. He said, "Please, thank you for that training." I went home and began this questioning skill that you taught us, and it helped me navigate a whole lot in my family. So you too can take this to every area of your life, not just friendship, to things that don't work, and dig deeper with questioning this situation, and you will find how the answer reveal themselves. So as you search out the answers, you will dig deeper, honestly, into other areas that you don't have answers for. So please search out the reason for choosing this friend instead of others. Dig into what you intend to bring in on board so as to sustain the relationship. The reason why so many of us fail to have successful outcomes with some of our life's endeavors is because we were spontaneous in our decisions. Life is not that simple. There are consequences for every choice we make daily, and so we must choose right to avoid the pitfalls of wrong choices. Number 4, evaluate the people in your life and seek out those that possess the Evaluate the people in your life and seek out those that possess the desired traits of true friendship prayerfully. As seen earlier in the rational decision-making process above, you now dig deeper as you evaluate every potential friend to be able to choose the one that will have more positive influence over your life. The why tree questioning technique will also help you make the right choice. After you have made up your mind on whom to befriend, you go back and present your choice to God and ask Him to help you sustain the relationship. Ask for help to be a beacon of hope and a true friend for this person, so that it is not just about meeting your own needs. Most times, what we put in is what we get also. For this evaluation process, these are issues to be mindful of before you choose a friend. As you follow the why questioning technique below, you will conduct this evaluation favorably. Are both of you equally invested in this friendship? Has this person been investing resources of human and material sort in the right proportion as you? When you have made the choice of who to befriend, call that one to what I call the table talk. After you have made your choice, let that person know you have chosen him or her as your true friend. Call him or her to the table. The table talk, as I like to call it, is that part where both of you comes to the table for a one-on-one talk about what you both want out of the friendship. With your writing materials ready, you all sit down to chart the way forward. The vision, mission, goals, and specific objectives for the relationship should be penned down. Strategies and activities that will enable you guys achieve your overall vision for your friendship is also discussed and documented. As a matter of fact, Husband and wife should do this. Husband and wife should do this. Marriage is the only thing that people go into without really truly being prepared. I've always felt that there should be a school where people go to before they get married. It is one of the greatest institutions on earth, and yet the most challenged. I know what you might be thinking. All this for just friendship? Yes, my dear, all this for friendship. Check out the lives of people who have a strong friendship support system in their lives and see how successful and happy they are. In contrast, check out the lives of the friendless, isolated, and reclusive people you know and compare how their lives also turned out. True friendship and strong family system is everything. I have also talked about the benefit of having true friends in the post 5 reasons why you must work on having friends. Please go to the blog site www.fountainofresources.com. And read. It is time, people, to fix some things in our lives. Nothing just happens. Miracle don't happen like that. We need to process ourselves and things start falling into us in pleasant places. But we need to work on ourselves, people. We need to. As you set your goals and objectives, please ensure they are SMART. SMART means specific. Be specific as concerning every issue that will most likely crop up in that relationship. Measurement, measurable is the M. Every goal or objective set must be measured and have means of verification. MOV. A. Attainable. Ensure you do not set unachievable goals or objectives. Start small and grow big later. R. Realistic. Keep it real. Do not be over ambitious. Bite what you guys can chew, one day at a time. Time. T. Time bound. To every activity, tie time. And finally, monitor and evaluate your progress as the relationship progresses. You'll be wondering, is it a project? Yes, everything in life is a project. My dear, friendship, true one. Oh my God. You will bless me when this starts working. I remember to like and to share if it's working. Have a way of evaluating and monitoring the progress you guys make on monthly or quarterly basis, depending on what works for you and your new friend. This is where you both will evaluate your objectives to see if you are achieving them or not. If you are not, it means you might need to rework the strategies and so adjust or change the activities around each specific objective. What all this means is that as you plan on the pathway for this friendship, try not to put a lot of pressure on yourself, so you do not weary yourself and drop out by the wayside and defeat the very essence of the friendship. You just know that these are things that will show you where you're going, so you do not derail, but don't pressure yourself. One thing at a time, a day at a time, and things will begin to fall in. If friendship is taken seriously and giving all that it needs, our lives and our world will certainly be a better place to live in. There will be less friction amongst people. Conflicts will be rare. Health challenges will be reduced. Quality of lives will be improved. And committed people will share their time and resources. Our world will be a beautiful place. All this will reflect back in our communities, and we will have thriving, healthy society. Yes, true friendship is actually what most marriages lack and so fail. That is why those that marry their friends last and thrive better in marriage. Number 6, then enter the relationship with good motives and with a lot of patience. Yes, patience is an incredible virtue. Cultivate it. We humans are always in a hurry to getting what our hearts desire. But in the choice of a friend, we need to exercise a lot of patience. The decision of who to befriend might seem small, but it has the potential and power to alter the course of your life for either good or bad. I have personally realized that anytime I'm in a hurry towards having any need in my life met, I make mistakes. So lately, I have chosen to slow down, do my inquiries from God, as well as research and get counsel from experts on any issue that I'm dealing with. And with balanced information, I then process and proceed cautiously. Time for impulsive and emotion-laden decisions have taken the backseat in my life, and I advise you to do the same. Impatience has landed a lot of people into ugly situations that they would have avoided if only they waited and done their due diligence before engaging. In this friendship journey, a lot of patience is needed as you study one another with undivided threads. unraveling daily, you would learn to manage your differences nicely. I'll repeat. As you study one another with individual traits, unraveling daily, you would learn to manage your differences nicely. Nobody's perfect. There will be chances that little things will crop up, but it can be resolved if you are committed to it. However, you must know that people have the tendency to spring surprises at others, and so the person you think you know so well can do something totally overwhelming and with a capacity to rock your world. This might cause you to doubt your choice of this person as a friend in the first place. But if this person is good to you and you really like him or her, you will recover from it and continue with your friendship, though cautiously this time. And like the good book said, you must learn to forgive fast, always, but the choice of continuing the friendship is dependent on the gravity of the offense committed. Offenses like physical violence, malicious damage of one's character, and many others are not cool. No. When things like this occur, it is all right to take a break, reevaluate the friendship, and if it makes any sense to you to continue and the person is committed to changing, you go right back into it. But if you think and know with your inner person that this has to end, please end it. Nothing lasts forever except God and His word. And so I ask you, have you made that decision to just not listen, but to take one or two tips you found here and use it for your good, and to teach people these things? Please learn to share these things. People have no time to listen and do any of these things, but a video like this shared might encourage someone. People are looking for answers. If this have met your needs, don't hoard it, share it. It takes time to research and do these things. One post alone takes me like about a month or two to research and to do. So don't think I am wasting my time. If I've invested this kind of energy to do this, people, when you've enjoyed it, share it with others. Don't be selfish, so that this work one is doing will be making a lot of sense, and all the glory return to God that have given you the capacity to do this. Thank you once again for listening. I wish you well in your choice of a true friend, and may God lead you to that one. Thanks again. Chinwe signing out.